Hey guys, so at this time you have probably finished your brainstorming worksheet and have gotten your picture approved for your final tile. So I left mine at school, but I have a picture of it on my laptop, and the one that I've chosen to do is the Go Cruisers one. So I'm just going to reference this image, and what you're going to need to do. This part of the project is a tile, which you'll get from me or Mrs. Patterson, a paintbrush or two, some glazes. Our glazes look a little different. I'm obviously at home. These are the glazes I use. They're Mako Stroke and Coat glazes, and they work the same as the ones that we have in the classroom. So you guys will be able to use the glazes in the classroom. You will just dip straight out of the bottle. Please, please, please do not mix the glazes. They don't mix like paint. So if you dip in a red, don't go directly into a blue. You need to have a cup of water, one of our little yogurt container cups, a cup of water, a paintbrush, and a paper towel. You'll just wipe off your paintbrush, make sure it's all clean. Take your paper towel, wipe it until it wipes clear, and then you'll be good to dip into your next color. So make sure that you clean all up here. Make sure there's nothing. We don't want to cross-contaminate the glazes. Sometimes when they get cross-contaminated, it affects the glaze as a whole, and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So please, please, please do not mix glazes. So for our first step, you're going to need a pencil. Those are on the back counter, and a tile, and you're going to need your brainstorming worksheet so that you can reference the picture that you chose. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to draw in pencil on my tile the image I chose. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll meet you back here once I'm done. Okay, so my image transfer is done. So I changed it up a little bit. My horse is now like talking like how Keith's dogs bark. So I just made that little change. But so you guys again are going to be dipping out of the bottles. Make sure that before you use them that the cap, remember, make sure the cap is on tightly. I've made this mistake before where I think the cap is on and it's not, and then I go to shake it and it goes everywhere. So make sure that the cap is on tightly, and then you can shake it up. Our bottles are different than these ones, but the concept is still the same. You want to shake up the glaze as good as you can for about 30 seconds, and then you're able to use it. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my colors, and each one you have to do 3 coats of. So I'll speed up this part of the video, but you guys are going to be fill in your basic shapes, and then we're going to do black outlines last. So go ahead and you're going to just fill in your shapes. So I'll let you sit and watch me fill a couple in. Okay, so I have color blocked my guys, so you kind of get the idea. I've done 3 coats over all of them, and so you guys are going to do the same for all parts and pieces of your tiles. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the tile, and I'll meet you back when I'm about to do the black outlines. Okay, so now my picture is ready for some black outlines. So I just decided to just go over everything. The nice thing about the black is you can literally just go on top. of the color, and they don't mix. It just kind of sits on top. So I just went over Go Cruisers. So once this dries a little bit more, I'll go with my pencil, and on top of the glaze, I can start writing Go Cruisers again. I kind of went into the tail area. I made stuff a little bit smaller. I'm just realizing I forgot a little piece right here. So this, I'm just going to go through an outline. The tail and the mane are going to get colored in, but everything else is just going to get an outline. Okay, so now I'm all done painting. So I will let this dry. If there's any paint along the outside of it, just take a paper towel and wipe it. I'm pretty sure I have some blue around it. You do not want to paint on the sides of the tile. Please don't paint on the sides of the tile because if it drips, it's going to get all over the kiln shelf. So just paint on the top of the tile. That's the safest way. So make sure that all of your sides are clean. I will not fire a tile that has glaze on the bottom. If it's got any glaze on the bottom, it's going to get put to the side and it's not going to fire. So make sure that before you give it to me to fire, it is all clean. So that is how you paint your tile and do your image transfer. So let's get to work.